Yeah, and again, like I want this team to like make big moves this off season. Like to me, it's not even like a thing of oh you have to do this. It's like to me, you got the hard shit out of the way. Kyle Davidson can go and have fun and get these wingers. Like that's the fun part now. Like you get to like decorate the house now, and like yeah, you got to get probably another top four defenseman, but I mean, maybe they just run the defense that they have right now. I say they get another top four defenseman in there because I think they might trade one of the young defensemen into. I know how NHL front offices work. They're not going to have like a whole defense of under 25 years old besides Connor Murphy. So that's why I
God, I
think they're going to
wish.
do that.
I wish. It'd be so much more fun.
It would be cool. I don't see that happen. But who knows? Kyle Davidson could do that. Like you can
And
go out and make these fun moves, like get a center in free agency. Maybe like you get a John Tavares, or maybe you go like more like Yanni Gord or Trent Frederick. Like I would like to see them go after a speed center or like an annoying center to play against, where it's like, oh fuck, I got to play against Yanni Gord, or oh shit, I got to play against Trent
be
Frederick.
careful what you wish for. You're gonna pay fucking $8 million for Sam Bennett at that rate. Be so careful what you wish for.
Listen, like
Watch,
if it
watch Mark
was,
Parker.
would you do like an 8 times 4 with Bennett? Like I would consider it. I don't know if I'd do it, but it's like it would make me think.
Fuck, he's got 50 points this year. That's interesting. But also, like Ryan Donato has more points than him this year.
Yeah, that is
That
true.
like, here's the thing. How old is Sam Bennett? He's not that old, right? He's
I think
28.
he,
Okay.
well, I think he's the same
He's,
age as Donato. I think they won the same draft, 2014.
no, Donato's gonna be 30 this year. I thought.
He's gonna be 29.
But
Anyways,
like,
his birthday's in 2 days, so
I don't know,
but
man.
yeah,
I get real concerned if you're giving Bennett anything north of 6.5. And I'm just being steep there. I still wouldn't give Bennett 6.5. Like, that's a player where it's like it could work for you, but then he could also get hurt and be out for a year and a half. So, because he's done it before.
I think you're very like with a player like Bennett, you're paying for the intangibles and just the style of the play. It is very risky because like
This is his
he's only
career
played
high
a
in points.
yeah that and but like also he's always like he's a Stanley Cup champion. He's matched up against like other players' top lines while on the way to like back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. So like he does have that je ne sais quoi, as they say. But yeah, I don't know if I would invest like anything more than like 4, 3. I would even say like 3 years really with just how he
He's
plays.
he's been a completely different player since going to Florida, but
Mm-hmm.
um,
That's Florida, man. Yeah,
dude, like he's got Tyler Bertuzzi numbers.
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
giving him more than what Tyler Bertuzzi makes? I don't
Mm,
care what the intangibles are.
yeah, exactly. And like he can
Because
play
here's
D,
my
but
thing:
like
if you
yeah.
give such a shit about intangibles, go give Trent Frederick $3 million and call it a day.
Well, that's what I mean. I
Like,
would rather just go after Trent Frederick or Yanni Gord. Bennett's not really on my
get
radar.
Tanner Deneau and let Rose go into a psych ward,
I
please.
would like Tyler Janot too. Like
I would
again,
too. I
pain in the
don't
ass
mean that as a
guy.
bad
Yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Fucking, you kill the player, but not the idea. I don't give a fuck if Pat Maroon's retiring. We're just gonna get a younger one.
10 years younger. Yeah.
Fuck yes, dude. Like they just need a brute on that forward core. And I don't know,
Mhm.
it's not gonna come from getting a high end signing. It's gonna keep from getting a bottom sixer that's just a shit. Like who is gonna be this team's Dave Bolland? That's what it's low key Nazar, but
Ooh.
low key Nazar probably, but I don't know. Someone's got to be the shithead on this team. So I get why getting someone like Bennett would be beneficial,
It's
but
appealing
like,
for sure.
okay, I've got my limit. If he gets more than what Tom Wilson's making, I'm out. I'm out. Tom Wilson's making 6.25. If you're getting more than that, fuck off. Go sign. If you're getting north of 7 mil, get away from my franchise. We do not need that.
I was
We do
thinking
not
he
care.
might get the Chandler Stevenson contract where I think you get more. Like I could see some team being fucking
Yeah,
stupid
and
and
I'm not
getting
giving
like
him 8 years
7.7. No,
or
no.
7 years or whatever the fuck it is. Not a
Yeah.
chance.
Either way too long. Yeah.
Not a chance. He's signed till he's 35 then, but it's the number. Because if he
Mhm.
falls off and he's making 7, God, that's an anchor. That's an anchor down the line.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, hey, what if Sam Renzel pops off and he needs $9 million on his next contract, but you're paying Sam Bennett $7 million?
Well, we can't do that. Yeah, we're paying.
Guess we got to trade him.
Yeah. No, we don't. We don't.
If you're gonna take the swing north of $6 million, it better be on Mitch Marner, Nikolai Ehlers, or Brock Besser,
or both. They can do both.
Also, I think a name that's not getting talked about enough, and his name was in trade rumors. If Jared McCann is on the block,
I've been saying
this.
Yeah,
go get him. Go get him. I don't give a crap if he has 20 goals this year. That's a guy who is going to get 60 points no matter where he plays. Just go get that. And talk about a guy who would be flexible in this lineup. Can't play center. Can't play wing. Has scored 40 goals before. Like, great on the power play. Multiple time 30 goals scored. That's what you need. Like, Pierce, when you talk about 2 top 6 forwards, in my head, I'm thinking you need 2 Jared McCanns. If you get 2 Jared McCanns, this team gets taken to a whole new level. Now, I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like Ehlers and or Marner, like that's cherry on top. Like those are, I mean, especially in the case of Marner, that's a superstar winger. I think Ehlers is like a first line winger. I don't know if I would call him a superstar though, but
dude, he'll get 70 points with Bedard.
He would be this team's best winger though. So that's
100%.
Yeah, and
Ehlers and Teravainen
absolutely
gross.
Yeah, and kind of to further your point about Jared McCann, like. In Seattle, like he hit 40 goals in 22-23. I don't think he's gonna do that again because he was shooting at 19%. But if we're going more to like his career average, 21-22, 13.6 shooting percentage, 27 goals. Last year he had 29 goals, 80 games, 13.4 shooting percentage. This year, oh no, only 20 goals in 77 games, a little lower shooting percentage at 10.4. So like if he even you get him and he's like a 25-30 goal scorer. You do that. And to me, Seattle's a team that might like want to just sell off a draft picks. Like how many teams right now are like, oh, we could trade that Toronto pick and then some, like just straight up for a player. Like to me, Seattle's one of the few teams where I think you can do that this year. Because I think teams want to get better as opposed to
just traded 2 firsts for Bjorkstrand. So
that's what I mean. I wanted Bjorkstrand so bad.
And McCann's locked up 2 more years. So it's worth making that move.
You got Berkeley Catton coming on the way. Like you do have guys in the system coming up. Like I think they would want to get off that contract, and the Blackhawks can do that. And he is.
I need to make the biggest note about Ehlers because he's been consistent. Like money in the bank, 50, 60 point guy.
Yeah.
The biggest thing
with no ice time though, and no power play time, or like
took the words out of my mouth, dude. I was like, let me go look and see what his highest year in ice time is. 18 minutes. You're playing 20 minutes a night if you're in Chicago, probably, or at least 18. You got to think the point totals go up if he's going to play more. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Marner comes to the team. Yeah, you expect 80, 90 points every year from him. Like, period. End of story. Ehlers comes to the team, dude. There's a world where he's point a game just because he's going to get more ice time. He's going to get more looks. He's going to be on the top power play. Like these things matter.
He's a fast player too.
Look at Nietzsche's, dude. Nietzsche's is getting all the opportunity now in Colorado, and he is taking off. And we knew the skill set was there. It was just he wasn't getting deployed like a top line player.
A fast player now playing on a fast team with a bunch of skill.
Literally. Yeah, and that's why this is like we keep hammering the point home, but like this is, I'm not going to say it's an easy fix. It's a doable fix. It's a very doable fix.
I don't want to say
this isn't impossible.
To me, I don't think they're going to get Marner, but I think it's like it could happen. Like they could do it. Like Kyle Davidson, like again, there's so much to go, but Kyle Davidson can nail this off season and get everything they need. Like it is possible. There is a path to do it. You just got to be willing to probably overspend a little bit in terms of money and draft picks. But
you overspent on TJ Brody, so I know you. I know you know how to overspend. But
that's what the money and the draft picks are for.
This is why I'm so hell bent on just paying Marner whatever he wants, because like we just talked about Sam Bennett. Like I'd be so concerned to pay that guy more than $6 million. Dude, the fact that people are saying Besser's going to get 9 and his highest, he's never gotten more than 55 points in one season.
That's a
Dude,
little
come
too
on.
much. That's a little too much.
Now if you get Brock for 7.5,
Yes.
I think seven
Yep.
and a half's my peak there. I don't think
Mhm.
I can go higher. If they give him 8 mil, I'm out. Like that's you just paid 8 mil for 25 goals in Aura. Congratulations. Like
I mean, it's always going to be the term. Like, if it's 8 times 3 or 4, I'm fine with it. But yeah, if it's more than
8 times
that,
4, I'll take that.
yeah,
But he's 25 or 28 or something, right?
yeah. Well, all these
28.
players we're talking about are like in the same age because
Dude,
like,
Brock Besser is 28. What the
hmm
fuck?
and like Nick Ehlers is going to be 29. I'm looking at Jared McCann. He's going to be 29. Same with Sam Bennett. Like all these guys we're talking about same age range. They went in the 2014 and 15
Why you
draft.
take a chance on the guy who's got more longevity, which would be a guy like Ehlers, which would be a guy like, any of it's
That's not Sam
so
Bennett.
difficult it's so difficult to make that call on someone who's got hard miles in their late 20s. Like it's like, yeah, it could be an Anders Lee contract, which is Anders Lee, I'm gonna be honest, like probably been pretty good for 7x7, if we're being honest, towards the end
Yeah.
of his career. Like could have been way worse, but it could be a Kyle Okposo route as well.
Yeah. It could just be that entire 2016 free agency.
Yes.
Like
Why
Milan
does it
Lucic, Andrew Ladd, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Ladd just falling off a cliff. Like these are the things you have to take into account when you're looking at signing a 29 or 30-year-old player that has hard miles, that has missed time, that has missed like a guy like Besser who's had multiple big injuries.
Yeah.
You have to take these things into account. Although, like, God, if they had Besser on this team, it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Brock Besser's a lot of fun, yeah.
Besser with Nazar.
Yeah. And we're talking like again, I think I brought this up last podcast. It's hard to quantify. Like this team needs to get faster, needs to get better. I also think they need more guys with chips on their shoulders. Like it's hard to quantify that, but to me, Brock Besser's going to be a guy with a chip on his shoulder, just kind of with how Vancouver management has handled really every player. But like I think Patrick Allvin being like, "Oh, we couldn't find any takers for Brock Besser." Like I don't know if I want to go back to that. Like. You gotta identify people like that. I mean, however you want to, I guess.
Agreed.
What do we think about going offer sheets? Because I'm open, like, especially if they get a Michael Misa this year, I'm fine with like trading that 2026 or first round pick or like giving it up in an offer sheet if they get an elite player.
I'm looking it up. Hold on. I need to see the 2025 RFA class.
Because to me, like, the way to do this is do what St. Louis did last year, but then other teams are going to try to do that. But I was looking at it like Toronto, you offer sheet Nyes and Robertson. Like maybe you don't get both, maybe you don't get Nyes, but hey, maybe you get a Nick Robertson. Like at least force a team to make a decision. And I was also looking at Buffalo. Maybe you offer sheet Byram and Paterka. Maybe you don't get Paterka, but maybe you get a Bowen Byram and you trade like one of your young defensemen for a wing or something. Like
hear me out.
They got the money in the draft picks to do it.
Hear me out. I'm about to go crazy with this offer sheet because you want to talk about
knock my socks off.
You want to talk about not crippling, but handicapping a team.
That's what
but
St.
also
Louis
making your team better.
Year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who's this? And there's already been smoke behind this player being in trade talks.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just go offer sheet Marco Rossi?
Yep. That's another
and
good
give
one.
him like 8 mil and just make it to where, yeah, you really got to think about doing this before you sign Kaprizov next year. Really think, and you got to extend Eriksson Ek. Really think about this, Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get him, they're paying Marco Rossi 8 mil.
So fucking what? Yeah. Like at least that's what I mean. Like force a team to make a decision at the very least.
Yeah. Mason McTavish. I think that would be very interesting if they offer sheeted.
One. Yeah. Talk about your center core being Bedard, Nazar, and
holy smokes. Move Bedard to the wing at that point. Like,
yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
And you still got Boisvert coming up. You still got Oliver Moore. You can like play at center wing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the only ones that really stick out right now. I'd probably have to look at the defense just to see if there's anyone else that sticks out. But oh man, they already have a bunch of right-handed D-men. But if you want to get spicy,
they could get Bouchard or Dobson.
Yeah, dude. Luke Hughes is an RFA. Like, if you really want to get creative, dude. Like,
It's like whatever. If you get another right-handed defenseman or left-handed defenseman, then you can trade from that. Like that's the thing.
You get Michael Misa, and then you sign Luke Hughes to like $9.5 million, and you just fucking do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck if Luke Hughes is not a $9.5 million player. God, if you're top four, and then Korchinski's like you're just flex 5, that's like your Eric Gustafson, Nick Leddy. Like if Korchinski is the Nick Leddy of this team, God bless. God bless, dude. God bless. Because a top 4 of Vlasic, Rinzel, Luke Hughes, Artem Levshinov. You don't even have to keep talking. Like you just know that's disgusting. And that's like you said, this is why you need to get creative because there's options out there. God, I wish Wyatt Johnson didn't get locked up. Gabe Velarde's another one that's interesting,
that would have been my
especially if they
number one
want to
option.
re-sign Ehlers.
Yeah.
Who, Velarde?
Gabe Velarde too. That's another great. Like, yeah.
There's options. There's options for sure. There's options.
Again, that's why like it's not easy, but like there are options out there. There are so many different ways
creative.
to go. Yes,
get creative. It's not hard.
And shit, like not even offer sheet. Like
Xavier
I would still try to go for Elias Pettersson. If you can pull a trade off without giving up a Nazar, like a Rinzel Levshinov, I make that trade. If Boston is going crazy like 2015 again, they just trade their young. Like I would be like, here are my next 3 first-round picks unprotected for Pasternak, and we'll throw in like Korchinski and like Nazar.
I trade Frank Nazar for David Pasternak, and I love Nazar. I don't care, dude. If David Pasternak's on the market, give him whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
give them whatever the fuck they want, and you glue David Pasternak to Connor Bedard for the next 8 years, and no one cares. And no one cares. Like, promise you, I don't care what the return is in the Pasternak trade if they get him. Jesus Christ.
I think
we just talked about it. He has 97 points on a shit Boston team, where his top line mate is Morgan Geekie. Sorry, I had to add that point.
30 goal scorer Morgan Geekie.
Stud. And that's not against Morgan Geekie. It's just like that's the reality of what Boston is now. Sorry.
I think Pasternak is in that tier. Again, same age range. Like I think he's in that tier of players where I don't think you can overpay him money-wise or like asset-wise to get him. Like I think he's that good of a player.
This is like, you know what the equivalent is? This is like if after 2018 the Hawks traded Patrick Kane.
Yes.
Or after 2019, let's just say. After the year he had 110 points.
Yeah.
But they stuck. That would be what the equivalent is. Except Pasternak is like 4 years younger.
Yeah.
It's a little dangerous. And I'm not going to pretend like it's not possible because Mikko Rantanen just got fucking traded this year. So we live in a world where these guys can't get traded.
And it's wingers too. Like that's the easiest thing to get. As much as I love Brandon Hagel and Alex DeBrincat, and I think Brandon Hagel's a very unique way. I would love to have him on the Blackhawks.
Hagel's the outlier, man. I love Moore, but fuck, he needs to be like. I'm so serious. Moore and Boyver need to be 50-point guys. Like for me to just, at least be happy.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing: if they could both be middle six guys and be contributors, and like Moore's a stud on the power play and the penalty kill, Boyver is just this big hulking third 3C that can score goals. Cool, but like. Brandon Hagel is doing unfathomable things in Tampa right now in terms of just his 5-on-5 play.
He would have been Bedard's ideal winger, but I also think
do not remind me. Yeah, it actually makes me so mad how perfect of a winger he is for Bedard. Like, God, and you can't play the what if game with that. You literally can't because there's a whole other season that had to have been played to get Bedard. So who knows? Hagel would have won the Hawks at least 4 more games that year. Like, let's be honest. If he's with Taves and Kane, but it's just like. They are a perfect match. And if you could find the Hagel equivalent, maybe it's in your system. Who knows?
That's what I mean. Like they've been making all these draft picks, getting these speedy, fast players. You're like, you just hope one of these guys gets.
Maybe it's literally the fucking. It's the mystery box Family Guy clip every time. Hagel's got 82 points in 76 games. He had 75 and 82. He had 64 and 81 in just 3 seasons in Tampa. I don't know, guys. Maybe I was wrong about that 22% shooting percentage. Maybe being over-exaggerated because he's been.
Maybe he's just good.
Dude, he's so good. He's elite. I'm not even going to say he's good. He's elite.
Yeah. Dude, he was on Team
Good for him.
And he's going to be at the Olympics next year, too.
Dude, 100% should be. Like, it's just nuts that he has got 82 points and 9 of them are on the power play, dude. You know how crazy that is?
No power play goals, right?
None. He's got 3 shorties, though. Ilya Mikheyev, that's
Almost, I was just gonna say almost as good as Ilya Mikheyev.
Oh man, I love it because it's like there's Brandon Hagel and then we have just Ilya Mikheyev, who's just the Walmart version. I fucking love it. I love Mikheyev. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, what did I text you a couple days ago? Who tore their knee last year and has just come back from it? That's the guy that we're gonna pick up and is gonna be a stud.
Surgery. Yeah, we gotta look that up.
Honestly, I'm gonna do some deep diving on that. I want to know who had a knee surgery in the last year. That's gonna be a free agent. It's gonna say Sam Bennett, and I'm gonna fucking rip my hair out.
It's literally like the Toy Story scene, like when he's looking at the 8-ball, don't count at it. Oh, and it's just like, who's that injury? Sam Bennett. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't know why the meme's becoming viral again, but the one of Woody like turning around and being like, you! When someone finds a tweet that says like, I am Steve from 2013. You!
So I was in the city of Flint and I found steel there. Tweet from like 2007.
Steel.
We were talking about the Xbox the other night, and I'm just like fucking dying because all the movie is from what I see is just Jack Black like saying what items are in Minecraft. So
apparently it's Brokeback Mountain. So I'm actually so pumped to see this.
Do I go watch the Jack Black and Jason Momoa sex scene?
Whoa! I'm sorry, I saw a clip of that movie, and there's no explanation besides. There's no explanation.
Chicken jockey.
They're on set. They're just like, let's be really gay, and it worked.
Yeah, instead of like a chicken jockey, a zombie being on a chicken, it's the other riding cock. Huh? Yeah, because like
Nightmare. Just kidding.
So funny.